Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome. So we're doing something new on this channel. We're actually reacting to video game music, OST, because it's quite clear that I'm a fraud, for lack of a better term. It's quite clear that I don't know a lot of video games. And this channel, so I don't know when, but it just became like a music channel. Like we started off with doing reactions to like history videos, and then it kind of became a music channel over time, like reacting to, you know, nerdcore stuff. And during that time, I've definitely realized that, well, there's a lot of games that I haven't played. There's basically a very slim selection of games that most of franchises that I have played basically every game for, and then like the rest of the world is basically zero. I have zero knowledge. So I thought this would be an interesting series to start with, and I wanted to start with this Final Fantasy VII. It's so popular, and it's been on my playlist for like the longest. I know one of the spoilers, one of the major spoilers, which is kind of why I always like didn't react to it, because I was like, I already know what's gonna happen to, you know, one major character, and obviously I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But I know some of the themes, just because, you know, I am on the internet. I am on the internet, so you're bound to hear, you know, certain things from Final Fantasy VII. But with that said, I've got a playlist here. Literally just search for Final Fantasy VII OST, and this is the original one. Maybe there are some in the remake that people would prefer. I don't know, but yeah, I just gonna kind of go through some of them here. And we'll make this into a series and see, you know, which one I particularly like, which one I don't. So if you have any recommendations of like video games where you want me to react to the OST for, or mostly like listen or anything, let me know, because I said I wouldn't know what I don't know, if that makes sense. But yeah, with that said, which one do we start with? I'll start with number 10. Those who I think I've heard that name before. That's why I'm starting with that one. I think I've heard that name before, so let's start with that. Number 10. Those who fight Final Fantasy VII OST. Let's go. Oh yeah. Okay, I've definitely heard this one before. This part here is always the best. Like, you know, like those, what they call, like the thumps, whatever they're called, from like Mario. The ew, does that noise make sense? You can hear it in the background right here. Here. Right there. That stone thing creature from like Mario 64 that like goes, ew, ew. I don't know. I can't make it, but it does sound like it, I think. Anyway. There again. There again. Got the symbols right there. I think my goal for this year is to play Final Fantasy VII. This sounds so dope though. Good. trying to figure out what like all the other instruments are. I'm assuming trumpet, but when it comes to brass instruments, my knowledge is nada. Actually, I've never heard this part before here. And I'm assuming that's the loop. Yeah, that's the loop finished. Actually, that's quite. I never realized that before because I always focus on the but like you can hear the. Like in a second you'll hear the thing. So I'm assuming it's a synthesizer. Do, do, do. And this is a dope theme. I really wanted to start with like one that I like sort of know but don't know, which there'll be a lot for Final Fantasy VII because obviously, as I said, the music you hear it everywhere. My goodness, that's annoying me. You hear it everywhere, and obviously I've played Super Smash Bros. And you know there are Sephiroth and Cloud in the game. As I said, I do not also one spoiler quote unquote from Final Fantasy VII, which is kind of why I always avoided playing it. But I feel like this year it's going to be my mission to play it. But as I said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know of some OSTs, video game OSTs that you would want me to listen to. I've got a few things in mind. Chrono Cross, which I've not played. I've played Chrono Trigger, but not Chrono Cross. I'm not going to do any Xenoblade because Xenoblade, I know the music off by heart. All of them. Let's see. What else? I was thinking some Earthbound. I've played the first one for like a couple hours, but then not the first one, the second one for a couple hours. Mother 2 for a couple hours, but then stopped like halfway through-ish. I don't know if it's halfway through, but I would assume halfway through because I wasn't anywhere close to the ending. I feel like there's a lot of pieces that I just don't know, that I'm not familiar with. A lot of video games that I've not played, unfortunately, and I kind of just stick to like the things that I know because I don't know what I don't know. If that makes sense, right? I don't know what I don't know, so I don't know what to search for. But yeah, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I will see all of you in the next one. Everyone, until then, have a nice day. Peace out, and remember, those who fight. See ya.